from the east and west. They come from the land afar to
A
feed
fonte de água, Georgetown, Indiana, Estados Unidos da América. Foi aqui nesta cidade de Georgetown aonde o profeta de Deus para esta última era, William Marion Branham, caminhou patrulhando as torres de energia na década de 30, onde ele trabalhou para o estado de Indiana como oficial da conservação. Ele caminhava quilômetros e quilômetros, inspecionando essas torres de energia para que então o estado de Indiana pudesse fazer a manutenção. Ao caminhar por essas torres, ele passava por fazendas, matas e vários lugares da natureza, um trabalho da qual ele amava muito fazer. Ao passar por essas regiões, ele deparava-se com as belezas da natureza, as fontes de água.
I like to say this before close. I had a good example of this one time. I was patrolling, and many people here, down around Georgetown, down there in Milltown, there used to be way back in the hills a fountain. It was an artesian well. It flowed out about a 4 or 5 foot stream of water, just gushed out all the time. And a great big fountain around there, and right around was a lot of this here pennyroyal, and stuff growing there, that mint like. And oh, I used to just thirst to get there. Oh my, to get to that fountain. And I'd lay down by this thing and just drink and sit down and drink, wait. And year after year, I'd still come to this same fountain. It never did cease, winter or summer. They couldn't freeze it. You can't freeze an artesian well. Oh no. Oh no. I don't care how cold it gets, it ain't going to freeze that. You'll freeze a cistern, just a little frost will do that. See? But anything that's moving, got life in it. It's a moving around. And you can't freeze the artesian well out. No matter how depressed the spirit is, the place this well's always living. Live at that well. And I noticed there, I went by and I drink at it, and oh my, just the fresh water. You never had to worry. Wonder if I get there, wonder if it quit running. It's been running. The old farmer told me, said my grandfather drank out of it. And said it never has diminished or nothing. It's still the same well. Gushing right out into Blue River there, and I thought, oh my, what a fine place of water. I walked about a mile out of the way to get to that place because it was such a real place to drink at. Oh, how good that water was. Oh my. I get out there in that desert Arizona and I still think about it. That wonderful well down there. If I could just lay down to that. As David said one time, oh, if I could once more drink from that well. If you just get there. And I sat down one day, and I had a little funny thing that happened to me. And I said, what makes you so happy all the time? I wish I could be happy like that. Why, I never seen you sad since I've been coming here. There's not one sad thing about you. I said, you're always full of joy. You're jumping and bubbling and carrying on, winter or summer, cold or hot, whatever it is, you're always full of joy. What makes you, what is it? Because I drink out of it? Nope. I say, well, maybe the rabbits drink out of it and you like it so well. Nope. I say, well, what makes you bubbling over like that? What makes you so happy? What makes you always full of joy? So is it because that the birds drink from you? No. Because I drink from you? No. I say, well, what makes you so full of joy? Now, if that well could speak back to me and say this, Brother Branham, not because you drink, I appreciate that, and because I can furnish for the birds, I furnish for anybody who wants to drink. Only thing you have to do is come here and drink. But what makes me happy, it ain't me bubbling, it's something inside pushing me. It's something bubbling me. And that's the way it is with a spirit-filled life. As Jesus said, He give you wells of water springing up into everlasting life. An artesian overflowing gusher that's constantly flowing. Whether the rest of the church is up or down, you're still at that well. Makes you so happy all the time. I wish I could be happy like that. Why, I never seen you sad since I've been coming here. There's not one sad thing about you. I said, you're always full of joy. You're jumping and bubbling and carrying on, winter or summer, cold or hot, whatever it is, you're always full of joy. What makes you, what is it? Because I drink out of it? Nope. I say, well, maybe the rabbits drink out of it and you like it so well. Nope.
Up to here, just below that tree, this whole area, it was pushing up so hard, it had washed all these leaves away. So That had to be a lot of water.
So, Brother Hammy, this is where Brother Brennan used to come?
Yes, this is the spot. If you look out there, you can see the power line and see how close it is to this spring. And an old farmer owned this. Even when we worked down here, we worked for him, and he owned this at that time. And the pennyroyal, did you hear Brother Branham mention the pennyroyal? He said there's pennyroyal growing around there.
So Brother Brennan used to inspect those power lines.
Yeah, right there.
And then he would have come here to drink the water.
Yeah, I can imagine it down in this real humid area, having to stop and get a cold drink. Cause see, this is really cold. This is probably about 55 degrees year round. And I can imagine Brother Brown's probably sitting over here somewhere.
Brother Steve, have you been here before?
One time.
One time?
Mm-hmm.
Was this is bubbling up so hard?
It's just like it is now. Looks like it's a little bit more cloudy now because you could see a little bit of a hole in there where the water come up. Where is that hole at, Brother Hamby?
Back there in the darkest spot, that's where the hole is. It is. And
So Brother Ham, you used to live around here?
yeah, I live 1 mile from here and worked on this farm.
So when Brother Brennan used to inspect those power lines, what age were you at this time, brother?
Well, actually, when he inspected these in the early 1940s, I wasn't born until 1947.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, yeah, by the time I was aware of anything, they was using helicopters to fly over to inspect. But back in his day, back in the early 1940s, he was patrolling, inspecting on foot.
On foot?
On foot, yes. For 3 days he would inspect.
So
it'd be cheaper to do it nowadays.
So are these houses in the back here, or used people living here back this time?
Back at the time that Brother Branham inspected, yeah, there was people living here then.
So Brother Brennan will walk through all the farmers, all his houses which are near to the power lines.
He'd be coming from that direction, and he'd be going up the hill towards Salem that way.
What's that racket?
Bullfrog.
I've never heard one before.
Frog?
Not like that.
Yeah, big bullfrog.
To feast with our King, to dine as his guest. How blessed these pilgrims are, all beholding his hallowed face, aglow with love divine, blessed partakers of his grace, as gems in his crown to shine. Oh, Jesus is coming soon. Our trials will then be o'er. Oh, what if our Lord this moment should come for those who are free from sin? Oh, then would it bring you joy? Our sorrow and deep despair, when the Lord in glory comes, we'll meet him up in